Welcome to Ellie Goldson's Inspired Flow. We've focused already on growing our Unity projects inspired. That is the prayer and wish and will of what we're doing here. We invite you all to share and develop and scale this together. We also are excited to announce that Nissim Black put out his Mothaland bounce, at least the MP3 version on Spotify and all the different sound platforms. The video will only be out in February the 9th by BET networks in the US, and then it will go out onto YouTube. People already have made like a big comment and reaction to the video, and thankfully majority over 90%, I'm sure. I didn't do the figures, but it looks that way, are very positive. And when there's obviously one or two questions and misunderstandings of what the video is about, and thankfully Nissim has explained it. There was a nice article went out on the Respect magazine. I did share it on our Unity Inspires Twitter account, and it's around. And this is something which, in terms of our Unity flow, we're really trying to bridge different peoples and communities and focus on that inclusive aspect. Obviously the point is not to confuse anyone. That's why hopefully there will be explanation. I do work with Nissim, so I look forward to seeing him clarify more and more exactly what his new approach in terms of bridging more his roots in terms of growing up in the world and his roots in the music to the Jewish involvement that he's taken on, and the conversion process and his whole journey here in Eretz Yisrael. And I'll leave it to him to do the explaining and clarifications to everybody around. And in the end, like, the most important part, and this is something which Ben Shapiro is very strong about, and I agree, for this generation this is the key, and anyone who's out there understands this is the key in terms of the Unity focus, is it has to be communication. Communication is the first guiding point of everything we're trying to do here. Obviously we have online media like music videos and songs which communicate a lot, but then there has to be the after effect of underneath the comments and the sharing, and it has to be done with respect and with questions of sure valid and welcomed. And everything I'm doing online, all the different Torah shiurim and classes that I'm putting up with all the different spiritual content on Amunah, is our future, the Best of podcast, and also now the Relationship Flow podcast. I want people to give feedback, but it obviously has to be done in a respectful way, that there can be room for communication and room to come to some sort of understanding, rather than just trolling or putting out a negative point or voice. Thank God I haven't seen that recently so much, a little bit here and there, but generally I see, thank God, the people who are being drawn to the content that I'm busy with are positive minded and wanting to grow, and that growth mindset allows communication to develop. We would like to develop more. I mean, I have, thank God, seen a lot of positive feedback personally that gives me encouragement to go ahead. Like I said, in terms of scaling and the investment, that definitely needs more involvement. Anyone listening out there, please feel free to contact me. The information's below. How we can scale this concept of unity in the world. There should be unity events, unity bookings. The artists should get more opportunities. I spoke about this in the last podcast, but I just want to repeat it because it does bear repeating. That without the investment, without the collaboration of other people who have more ability to take it to that next level, it will stay in a very slow process, and that's not what we want. Like with Nissim's new song, we can see already there's a lot of traction. On TikTok, it's already got thousands and thousands of views on the TikTok app and loads of likes, and it's already heading towards that somewhat viral video I put up around Vorish giving blessings to children. And now Nissim's new song Mothaland Bounce has just propelled the TikTok. Ellie Goldsmith over there has really forwarded it, and it's flowing and people are responding, and thankfully it's very positive. So that is the unity focus that we're trying to build here. And I ask you once again, this is up to you, anyone listening, to share it on, and it would be a flow forward of unification in the world. is a big challenge. And we spoke about a relationship, how it needs something beyond. There's a certain joining together, that Az Yosher, singing together, developing together, is something which is a larger goal. And at the same time, to work on that inner qualities of unification with the people around you, the family, the friends, to really work together and come together to build something beautiful. I'm wishing everybody a beautiful week. Can't wait to hear your Unity Spires projects and developments, and we'll stay tuned for Tu B'Shvat, a new time to really see how the Hamtaka, the sweetness of creation and the warmth and the inner soul, as it develops forth as we go through the climax of Shovavim and get the Esadibris, the Ten Commandments, and the Mishpatim, bring it down into reality, into the everyday life. And we see how this sweetens all the judgments, all the lack of unification in the world. It brings a unified experience that we start to make sense through the Torah. It lights up our hearts and our eyes to unify our eyes and our hearts to oneness of Hashem. And I wish everybody a beautiful week, and to step into that world of love and joy. Have a good one.